To most collectors, their hobby is an escape from the daily grind. But for others...
Hey! I collect true crime-related memorabilia.
Welcome to my Star Wars collection room.
This is a Ted Bundy signed court document.
Their hobby has become an addiction.
Self-portrait by Charles Manson, original Manson fingerprint card, the first painting Manson ever gave to me.
May the Force be with you.
Here are two extreme cases.
I have 60,000 baseball cards, all the same player.
I have more than 3,000 action figures. Breathe it in like I'm some sick mental case.
Toms River, New Jersey, halfway between Philadelphia and New York City, host of one of the largest Halloween parades in the United States. And home to 33-year-old truck driver Dave.
I have more than 3,000 action figures, and I am never slowing down. Are you serious, bro? Who knows what's gonna happen tonight on Grim's Toy Show?
Dave's fantasy world is encroaching on his reality more than ever before.
Mom, what?
His mother, Sandy, and wife, Barbara, have growing concerns.
It's a good, clean hobby. He buys toys for himself, like every other day. He comes home from work, they're stuffed in his lunchbox.
Wrong.
Didn't realize that it was actually like disrupting the family.
When we went to the toy show, you spent $200-300 per
Did
toy.
not!
And the trunk was filled with them.
That's
Oh
true.
my God, this is news to me. Are you kidding me?
He just got done telling me we need to cut back, buy only mac and cheese, don't even buy a coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. And the
Out of
whole trunk was
control.
full of them. You spent...
Wah. He spent $20 on toys. Wah.
I feel that we live check to check, and if something, God forbid, happens, I'm just left with a room full of toys.
If Dave doesn't rearrange his priorities, he could very well lose his wife and children.
It's time for an Ebenezer Flex Force figure review.
This is my Lego tripod, and everybody makes fun of me for it, but you know what? Haters gonna hate. I'm the new Intercontinental Champion.
He is definitely married to the toys, more than me. I feel like that all the time. He's always on his phone looking at what toy I can get next.
Nice. Champ just picked me up a 2-pack at Walmart.
I just think he's overboard.
Dude, I can't believe you found that. Me and him, we run routes every day of, you know, what stores we're gonna hit. Holy it comes with a stretcher, too.
With more than 3,000 action figures filling up an entire room in his house, Dave is a grown man, living out every boy's fantasy.
Now I'm gonna show you my supreme awesomeness. This is my Generation 1 Transformer collection. Some of the combiners, the Stunticon team, Headmasters, Target Masters, Fortress Maximus. I mean, this was like the ultimate toy when I was a kid. It's the biggest Transformer they've ever made, still to this day. His twin is Brave Max. These are custom guns that didn't even come with the toy that I imported from Japan.
Dave's Transformers range in price from $50 to $1,000. But his favorite tag team partners are the ones who bring the smackdown.
Scott Hall, a.k.a. Razor Ramon. Brodus Clay, Jeff Hardy from Mattel Elite Series 1. The Elite figures are different because they have articulation here in the chest, and then also in the crotch, I guess you would call it.
Sometimes I get pissed off if he's spending a lot of time in there, and I'll say something, you know, but doesn't really make a difference.
I never cut them out. Never do I say, oh, I'm going to do my toy videos, leave me alone. You know,
Not all the time.
I do not.
You do too.
Lies.
We can't even watch TV because it interferes with you recording.
Sometimes I say, turn it down for 5 seconds.
No, a couple hours. We have to sit out here and do nothing.
And when Dave does make time for his girls,
It's the ultimate warrior. No, Maurice is my girlfriend. No, she's my girlfriend.
What, nothing?
Oh, he does play play with toys. You can't even see his room. There's all toys around his room. You can't even see his own room.
I spend time with my kids, I spend time with my wife, I spend time with my videos, you know? Unfortunately, sometimes the wife gets mad that I'm spending time with the videos. Other times, you know, the toys are suffering because I have to spend money on food. You know, it is what it is.
You know, we've had fights about it, but it doesn't change. He tells me, take it easy on the food bill this week. Don't take the kids anywhere this week. We're trying to save money, but it's okay for him to spend $100 to $200 a week on toys. Every couple of weeks, I go through the girls' clothes, see what's good that I could sell at the consignment shop. I know Dave's not going to sell his toys.
My wife, she always is worried about the money situation. And she's like, well, why is it the budget cut back on food this week? Why, so you could buy more toys? And I'm like, yes?
This room's gotta be worth at least $50,000 or $60,000.
But for Dave, it's not about the money.
A lot of these figures are really important to me because it brings me back to when I was a teenager, like, you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin. My wife makes fun of me and says that I'm dressing up my dolls in clothes, but what I'm really doing is making a custom action figure of a character that I like. What I'll do is I'll just boil them. It makes them soft, makes their heads pop off real easy. And that's it. We got his new head, Ultimate Daniel Bryan figure.
Not a moment goes by when Dave isn't thinking about his action figures.
I'm not going for toys. I'm just going to get bread and milk, whatever else we need.
I thought I just bought bread and milk. And he promises to cut back, but he doesn't. If anything, he gets worse. Things can't stay this way. I can't stay this way. I'm gonna snap.
I'm 33 years old. I'm a toy collecting legend. I'm not gonna stop.
While Dave shops for more toys, Barbara makes a last-ditch effort to save the family. She and Dave's mother, Sandy, enlist the help of Dr. Jeremy Spiegel, a psychiatrist and interventionist.
People have hobbies. People have obsessions. That's not the issue. The key is that it has apparently crossed a threshold.
I'm just a little worried. I mean, that, you know, Dave might get really upset.
If you don't take a risk and there's no pain involved, nothing will happen.
Wouldn't that be an easier process if he took like baby steps and...
When I hear you say baby steps, what that tells me is that you're scared because Dave is going to have a fit, basically.
I miss Mom.
Oh. Mammy hugs. Give Mammy a good hug, make her feel better.
Here's the thing, an intervention by its nature is not a baby step. The key is that you are holding a mirror up to Dave, in a sense, and you're saying, look, take a stark look at what you're really doing when you go overboard.
I know Dave, and this isn't gonna be easy. I hope Jeremy can stand up to him because I know I can't.
Hi, love. Who the hell is this clown? A couple months ago, I went to one of the New Jersey collector cons, and I dropped over $1,000. I'm already planning to do it again this fall.
Dave is obsessed with action figures, playing with them, collecting them, and filming them.
Oh, you wicked, wicked monkey, you!
But his hobby is consuming more time and money than ever before, and his family has reached their breaking point.
Things can't stay this way. I can't stay this way. I got all the time.
Do not!
You do too.
Lies!
I'm at my wit's end, and I didn't know what to do, so I called in a therapist, and I'm really nervous about it. I don't know how he's gonna act. Worst case scenario, that he flips out and just walks out and doesn't even take this seriously.
Hi, love. I missed you. Who the hell is this clown? Who are
Dave.
you?
Hi, I'm Jeremy Spiegel. I'm an interventionist.
Who now?
Jeremy Spiegel. Just gonna chat with you. You wanna sit down with us?
Why is this clown in my house?
We invited him here
Who
to
is he?
talk.
And for what?
I like a therapist. He's gonna want to
Therapy for
talk
what?
to you about your toys.
I don't like people in my house.
I understand, though. Would you sit maybe?
No.
Sit and talk to us?
No, I'm not sitting. Lucky I don't super kick the guy through the window right now. Seriously.
Well,
You just
listen,
sit for a minute long.
Dave, this wasn't my idea. Somebody called me.
Let's know about this.
So Dave does this sort of karate chop thing. I really did not know what to make of it.
Love.
Dave, why don't you sit down? Let's just talk for a few minutes.
About what? I look at
Listen,
it like
I
this.
have nothing. Listen, I have nothing to lose here.
Right.
Okay. You have everything to
I
lose.
don't have anything to lose. I have everything. I'm 33 years old, legend, okay? And you're gonna come in here and tell me that I have a problem?
You know what, Dave? I'm not going to tell you. They're going to tell you.
I think you should sit and just hear what he has
Don't
to
get
say.
up in my face.
Why?
Dave.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I'll do it only for you because I love you.
Tell me about your life.
I work a job I enjoy. I have a beautiful wife here that I love.
Yes.
I collect toys. That is my passion. I have beautiful children. I own a home. Who could ask for more? I'm 33 years old. I don't have anything more to accomplish in my life except enjoy the rest of it.
The problem is, does the obsession bleed into other aspects of your life?
You can say, money-wise, should I put the money I spend on toys, shouldn't I be putting that away for my kids? Of course. Of course. But you know what? I can save $100 a week from now until my daughter goes to college.
Yes.
And I probably still couldn't afford
This is an excuse.
This is all a budgeting, okay? And it's smart. And if more people had my brain, this country wouldn't be on the brink of economic disaster.
No, we'd have toys in our basement.
I just want to know where the financial crisis is because
We don't have the savings. That's what we don't have.
I am open to talking about.
You're always open to talking about it, but nothing ever comes of it. And
Yes, it
that's
does.
why that this had to happen.
This has been the problem, just this, that false promises have been made probably for years. I want to check out your collection cave.
Okay.
All right, so shall we?
All right. A lot of people, they might say, oh, you play with dolls. I think, this is a work of art in here.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, this is awesome. You can't deny it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's impressive. I mean, it's impressive how you can fit so many of these things on a shelf.
Haters gonna hate.
Isn't it a bit infantile?
It's not infantile. There's a whole market geared toward this, and it's becoming very, very much more.
All of these are out of the package.
Yeah.
The resale value is different.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't collect them for value. I collect them for fun. Why would I buy a toy and not open it? That's like having a woman and not taking her clothes off. Pointless.
It must give you some kind of a rush. You open it up.
I'm a sick man. Breathe it in like I'm some sick mental case.
Jeremy realizes he must change tactics, convince Dave to begin giving up his toys before Barbara gives up on him.
Why don't you point out which figures in this room you can get rid of?
Pretty much nothing.
There's nothing here that you can get rid of.
Well, I mean, maybe the ones in the package that I haven't done anything with yet.
All right. So if we were to look at 500 figures.
Absolutely not. There's no way on this God's green planet that I could pick 500 figures in here to get rid of. I probably couldn't pick 5.
Something is out of control.
Everyone has obsessive.
Just admit it. You're living your one life on this earth with your family that so desperately wants you to pay attention to them.
I do pay them attention.
No, you don't.
If I didn't, I think they would be gone. Barbara, he's saying basically sell some stuff in here to have money for God knows what.
I don't want to force him to sell anything that he doesn't want to sell. As long as, you agree to cut back, no more sneaking in toys. Like if I find out that you are sneaking in toys, then it's time to sell.
Have you bought anything lately?
I 2 wrestlers. They were $20 each.
You
My
promised
God.
that you were
Well,
just
I'll
gonna-
return them. I'll return them.
Where are they?
They're out in the car.
You're unbelievable. You hid it deep in there like that?
It's
That's
just
what you
2
do?
wrestlers, yeah.
Didn't you just buy this the other day?
I wanted another one because this is a variant. He has a different coat.
You are unbelievable for
I'll
a
take
coat.
them back. It's not
For
that
a
big.
coat.
I'll take them back.
Yeah, but it's the point that you said I'm not gonna buy any toys, we have no money, and then this is hidden in our trunk. Why would you feel you need to hide it?
I
mean, that's something a little boy does to his mother, not his wife.
Only because of you, I showed her. Otherwise, she would have even known. And they would have gotten into the room. She never even would have known they were there.
And then you'd be proud of yourself?
No, I wouldn't be
for
proud of
lying to your
myself.
wife and
It
being
just-
a sneak?
It just wouldn't be a big deal.
It would be a big deal. It
It's
is a
not.
big deal.
It's just toys.
When you hear Dave say that everything's fine, there's no problem, and yet there is a deep, dark problem underneath it all. You don't think that this is your Johnny Walker?
Is this my fix? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Yes, it's my fix. So
Your fix for what? What's broken?
Me and my toys, it's not wrong. You know, so don't sit there and judge me. I'm not doing this right now at all. I'm going in my room. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. I'm done with this. And I cannot believe you brought this to my house.
I can't believe you're acting like this. Are you serious?
Dr. Spock therapist guy in my face telling me I have a problem? I'm done with it. Out.
Jeremy, are you serious? You're gonna shut the door in my face?
My name is Dave. My hobby is collecting toys. And my wife thinks that I have a big problem.
You're gonna go out there and you're gonna talk to
No,
me.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Well, then I'm taking the girls and I'm gonna go.
Fine. Don't leave. There's this moron. All right, idiot. I'll talk.
Dave, I think what you don't appreciate is how much space that your collection takes up in the lives of everyone around you.
Is that what you think? Like you walk in the bathroom and there's John Cena. You go to the sink and there's CM
Pretty
Punk.
much. That's all you talk about. It's everything you do.
I mean, your wife is essentially married to a transformer.
You just don't get it.
There was an old saying, the one who dies with the most toys wins. I'm gonna win, you know, and you are not gonna stop me. I don't think so. It's not gonna happen.
Jeremy takes advantage of Dave's departure to push the intervention to another level. He believes that the more he can provoke Dave, the greater the chances of getting through to him.
The most concrete way to do this is to litter this place with dolls.
I'm willing to try anything at this point.
I think you should pay special attention to the ones that will especially piss him off.
I hope he doesn't get mad at me for touching his stuff. It just makes me so nervous being in here.
But you realize it shouldn't be this way, right? I mean,
Right.
Your husband's toy collection, that you can't even lay eyes on this stuff without him getting nervous about it, or with it.
It's a room in my own home, and I feel like I'm not supposed to be in here like a little kid. This one, he gets mad if it even moves a little bit. It's like, who touched Bumblebee's arm, you know? This is one of his favorites, I know.
I mean, the more buttons we can push, the better.
Okay. He's gonna freak out. You have no idea. He
All right,
is gonna
That's
throw.
good. We want that, right?
Jeremy sends Barbara off to litter the town with Dave's toys, taking his obsession literally out of the closet.
It's just too much, Dave. Too much. You need to fix this today.
So I'll tone it down a little bit.
That's not good enough. We need to do something concrete today. Do you want to improve the life of your family? Yes or no?
Yes.
Let's go fix this now. Right now.
Jeremy wants to show Dave exactly how much toys rule his life, and more importantly, his family's.
I had Barbara plant toys in all of Dave's favorite spots around Tom's River.
What the hell is this? This is my stuff? Is this my stuff?
This is your stuff.
There's more on the floor. These belong in my toy room in my collection. Now I gotta collect all my stuff that you hid all over town. I couldn't be more pissed right now. What is this? Now, all these toys now are completely useless to me. Now they're outside, exposed to the elements, sitting in the grass. Crap, 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 crap. What a waste. Seriously.
I mean, somebody put some toys on the grass and you go totally
Because you
ballistic.
ruined them.
Barbara can't live with you anymore like this. Don't you see what's happening here? You're gonna lose your wife, your kids.
Dr. Jeremy, he's trying to come in here kind of like a dad and trying to tell me, you need to stop collecting your toys and you're pissing your wife off. Look Look, this one doesn't even have his head. It's broken. What a waste. It's broke. Now I need to buy a new one.
No, you're not buying another one.
Listen,
Don't touch me.
doing an intervention like this is more difficult because you have to have a fingertip feeling for what's going on in the family.
And who knows the entire family better than Dave's mom?
Dave always felt like he was disappointing his dad. His favorite son was his brother, and that always made Dave feel really bad. So I think that is why he probably took to his toys, and his toys would never disappoint him, and he never disappointed his toys.
It's very hard to grow up in a house where you have parents that don't understand you. I think my father kind of gave up on me a little bit. He wanted me to play sports, you know, be a baseball player or play football or do something of that nature, but it doesn't interest me in the least.
Do you get a sense of what we're doing here today?
I mean, I can see what you're trying to do. Okay, I'll put all the toys around and you feel like your life is surrounded by toys because that's what I do.
Exactly.
But since when was that ever an issue? Until
It's been an issue, but you just don't seem to realize it.
Dr. Oz decides to come over here and make you
He didn't
ruin all my
decide
toys.
to come over here. I brought him here to help you realize that you just live and breathe toys. Everything's about toys.
You ever smell a new toy out of the package?
And I can see where everything is so flippant and everything is so light.
Yeah, why do I have
and
to
because-
be
why
a robotic Dr. Idiot like yourself? Being who to this and who to that.
Why do you have to pay attention to what your wife is going through?
Well, obviously, if she's coming to me with a problem, I'm going to have to pay attention to it, but I didn't know there was a problem.
All right, well now,
I didn't know
now you know.
I don't want a problem in my marriage. I want to have it all. But apparently, I'm flushing it all down the toilet and didn't even know it.
Dave is realizing that, like his father, whom he seldom sees, he's also playing favorites, putting his toys above his family.
He has to prove to Barbara that he's going to take action to improve their financial situation. What I hope to achieve here today, right now, is that we put $500 in the pocket of your family, right now.
Let's see, what do you want to start with?
Like, I can do this. I can sell this. I'll sell these Transformer guys here.
Picking toys off his toy shelf and, you know, telling me how much they're worth and what we could do with the money really felt good to me because he's never done that before.
We're over 500, and guess what? I'm not going to stop because this feels good. This feels good.
Good, perfect.
So maybe I can get us to 1,000.
I think something fundamentally changed because Dave started to comply with the request of his wife, the wife that he says he cares so much for. And so he's making good on that promise to her.
You have no idea how hard it was for me to finally accept that Jeremy had gotten through to me.
Davey now has agreed to put his hobby aside for his family, and at this point, only time is going to tell.
Since Dr. Jeremy's visit, I've probably brought in about $2,000.
I know it's going to take some time, but I do feel that this has been a good first step for Dave. Jeremy has gotten through to him somewhat.
You know you want him, man. Look at the way he's dressed. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. My goal today at the New Jersey Collectors Con is I hope to make about $1,000.
Although Dave is making progress, with a $60,000 collection at home, he still has a ways to go.
Oh, cool. There he is. Yeah. Yeah, just because I'm selling things doesn't mean I can't buy a couple things, right?
Bayville, New Jersey, a short distance from the Jersey Shore, and said to be haunted by the mythical Jersey Devil. This town is also home to Alex.
I have 60,000 baseball cards.
All of one obscure player, Andy Van Slyke. For the past 15 years, Alex has been working on and off at Toys R Us, a perfect job to help build a remarkable baseball card collection.
This is the Andy Van Slyke room where I have all my Andy Van Slyke stuff.
Alex can dedicate up to 35 hours a week, seeking out every Andy card, Andy poster, and Andy collectible ever made.
We have over here some uncut sheets of cards. I've highlighted where Van Slyke is on each sheet. Topps Finest had a film that you could peel away, so you could actually spill your coffee on there and then you could just wipe it right away. kind of cool. In this section here, I have a lot of 8x10s that he's autographed. This is a very hard to get poster. And then I have Sports Illustrated poster. We have some cards laid out on the table.
A painful breakup sent Alex packing. And 6 years later, he's still living at home, obsessing over his childhood idol. His brother Scott has growing concerns.
I think the collection is an obstacle because he's constantly buying things
That's
off
true.
the internet, and every other day there's a new package in the mail. You know, it's holding him back.
Alex has spent more than $20,000 building his collection.
I do have his whole career, starting with 1984. And then after 96, there were no more cards of his.
A collection that includes hundreds of duplicates of a ball player who won't be in the Hall of Fame and whose memorabilia is worth relatively little.
This is probably most prized in the whole collection. This one here is a jersey, and the autograph is the only one there is. And I got it. Not even Andy Van Slyke has this card. It's mine.
Alex's mother, Debbie, is worried that Alex is heading nowhere fast.
Alex is very much like I am, very thorough in something when he does it. But he's stuck right now.
At 39 years old, Alex is working the same job at Toys R Us he did as a teenager.
I'm hoping that Alex would go on, you know, a little further, a little faster with his plans. So how are things going at work at Toys R Us?
The economy, that's really what's holding me back, you know, financially, is the economy.
You've been there
Yes.
since you started out as Christmas help as a teenager. You've been very loyal to them. You're very good with the public, with the
Right.
people. You know your product, you push your product. I really think it would be in their best interest to make you a manager. You're a tremendous asset to that company.
Oh my God.
Alex doesn't want to hear it anymore, but Debbie is growing more concerned.
Alex was 5 or 6 when his father left. I mean, he's not the Alex that I raised and who went to work as a young teenager to help out in the house, paying bills and taking care of his brothers. I'm afraid he won't snap out of it.
Well, I hope Alex realizes that, you know, there is a next step, and, you know, that step is real life. I mean, I remember when we got the apartment that one year, it was just like a different world opens up.
Oh, it does.
And
Oh, yeah.
It was just like...
Oh, I miss it.
I just feel like, I guess, you know, we're getting older, and
Yeah.
I want to see that sort of thing for, you know, I want that life, you know, that
Yeah.
life where...
Oh, that'd be great. You know, I'd like to get to a place of my own again, and, you know, curveball throws you and you're living the opposite. The reason why Andy Van Slyke became my hero was he played with a mentality to win. You know, he wasn't there just collecting a paycheck. Off the field, he has like, you know, a better family life than I had growing up. This guy right here is an 84 Topps rookie. And, you know, it's creased to beyond repair, and even though nobody would value this, not throwing away Andy.
While Alex obsesses over the past, his family stresses over his future.
Time is running out, you know? If Alex doesn't stop obsessing with his collection now, I think maybe there's not going to be a chance to break him out of the shell.
I didn't know how to motivate him, what else to do, you know?
Where it's got his name on the imprint of the...
Hopelessly watching Alex degenerate to adolescence, Scott and Debbie decide to call in help. They wait until Alex leaves for work, and then bring in a professional to lay down the game plan.
Hi, I'm Debbie.
I'm Tom. Nice to meet you.
Tom Kirsting is a licensed counselor.
My goal is to help those people who kind of remain stuck in life.
All right, so who wants to start and tell me, like, exactly what's going on?
Alex has been through a very rough time. I was a single parent, you know, working a couple of jobs and cleaning houses on my day off. So the boys amused themselves with sports, and they were very close, my 3 guys. And, but with Alex, it didn't stop where it stopped with the other 2 boys.
I collected cards too. But, you know, life got to a point where it wasn't about that anymore. It was about, you know, my girlfriend and where we were going and the wedding, and then we're going to have kids and get a house. And all that stuff went away.
Yeah, it sounds like he's kind of got himself back into like a boyhood umbrella.
I think because he feels safe.
And safe is easy. You know, to get somebody to change, it's okay.
Wait.
It's all right.
I'm his mom and I let him down because I feel I didn't protect him from this. I saw it happening and I didn't do anything to stop it. So I feel very guilty.
So instead of like regrets and what you feel guilty about and so forth, let's talk about when he comes in here, how we're going to help him to move forward and get his mind. Because right now, that whole baseball card collection and everything is invading his mental space and his financial space.
I was concerned. I wasn't sure how Alex was going to be approached, you know? I didn't want his feelings to be hurt or anything like that. I didn't want him to feel we were ganging up on him.
Hey, Alex.
What's going on?
You're probably saying, who the heck is this guy sitting here? How you doing?
Good.
You wanna have a
sit
seat
over there.
next to your
Sure.
mom? Yeah. I'm Tom.
Tom?
I was completely surprised by Alex's reaction. It's like he came in, he sees some stranger, that stranger being me, as if he knew me. So I was a little shocked at that.
I'm a therapist. I was called in because there's some concerns on your mom's part and your brother's parts, mainly regarding the fascination with Andy Van Slyke, right?
I think the collection consumes you more than
You
realize.
realize. More than you realize, I think.
Do you think that there's a problem?
If it was a problem, I think I would reach out for some help. I think it's nice that I have something that can keep me going or keep a little sanity when I need sanity.
But if I just asked that question to an alcoholic or drug addict, they would have responded the same way. There's a little bit of a denial factor. My point being is that if you can start removing this whole Andy Van Slyke / baseball card collection slowly out of your life, which means it'll be out of your mind, it's going to open up the doors for what your goals are.
But I think it's a little more under control than it may be known.
Alex is a typical excuse maker. He's in denial of his own issues. And when you're in denial, you make excuses for everything. And you create this illusion to yourself that everything's just fine.
I don't know. Perhaps he's just stubborn, or maybe he doesn't want to face reality.
What's at stake for him? I think his future. My concern for Alex, if this doesn't happen now, if he would be stuck upstairs forever.
I don't know when enough is enough. It could be soon. It could be tomorrow. I don't know. It could be never. This is the Andy Van Slyke room where I have all my Andy Van Slyke stuff.
Alex can't get enough of Andy Van Slyke. Collecting him, organizing him, and showing him off.
Topps card. This is a very hard to get poster.
With 60,000 cards and counting, his infatuation with Andy Van Slyke has crossed over to addiction. And his family fears he's beyond help.
I'm his mom and I let him down.
I think maybe there's not going to be a chance to break him out of the shell.
Now, their last hope for Alex's recovery rests on the shoulders of therapist Tom Kirsting.
Andy Van Slyke stuff.
Oh my God.
Here, there, some more back
You have
there.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like this.
Yeah, it's a lot.
This looks to me like it's screaming permanent residence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One of the goals, right, that I know of is that you want to get out of here.
Yeah,
you know, so
right, to get my own place.
I think this stuff could be like an anchor that holds you here, that's cluttering your mind. So I think step number one is going to be to start taking stuff down. Which one do you think you'd want to take down?
Although Alex alleges that he's not as tied to his collection as everyone thinks, when it comes time to take action, he can't step up to the plate. Tom realizes that there's more layers to Alex's obsession.
Nice comfortable couch. Oh, yeah. And what now? Your dad left at what age? How old were you?
Yes. My parents got a divorce. I was 7, and then then we didn't see him anymore after that.
So he abandoned you?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to call it abandoned, I mean, I don't know about the word abandoned.
Well, you were 6 years old and he picked up and left.
Yeah.
Right, without saying anything.
Well, not to me at least. He might have said something to my mom about it, but I don't know.
I don't think he did, according to your mom.
That's abandonment. Yeah.
Yeah. Oftentimes, traumatic things, we repress those things, meaning we bury them in our minds, and they can have an influence on our behavior moving forward. So, like, how little kids have their little safety blanket. Andy Van Slyke isn't going to abandon you. You know what I'm saying?
Tom knows now it's going to take more than psychoanalysis to break Alex out of boyhood.
We got something for you.
Oh, yeah?
So he calls in a special pinch hitter.
Hey.
Alex?
I know this
One
guy.
of my favorite guys right here.
Right here.
How you doing, buddy?
Good, good.
Suddenly, Alex realizes he's face to face with his fantasy father figure.
So what I'm here for, I'm the expert that's here to try to help this guy let go of you.
Oh. This is the stuff?
Holy schmoly.
There's this wall here, there's the wall behind you, all the cards.
This is just unbelievable. That's the wall of shame right there.
That's the wall of shame right there.
Where's the real, oh, jerseys, of course.
Jerseys over there. I got
figurines.
Figurines, balls and gloves. A couple things in there.
Oh my gosh. You know, if you got something that I don't, I'm taking it home with me.
All right.
Is that okay? That'll be the first step.
Let me let you in on a little secret. If you're doing an intervention with a crackhead, you don't normally bring the crack into the room. But this is a little different. That's the guy that Alex admires more than anybody in the world.
How does it actually feel, though, having him here?
It's pretty awesome. You know, it's like your hero is in the room.
Tell him.
Well, he is. My hero is in the room. It's you. You're my hero.
Why don't we grab somebody's gloves over here and go throw the ball around?
All right.
I was hoping that by bringing Andy Van Slyke out here, throwing a ball around with him, maybe Andy Van Slyke can come across as just a regular, normal person instead of some, you know, fantasy Wonder Man.
The first catch I remember having was with my mom. There was never, you know, like going out after work or after school with my dad to go play catch, you know?
Easy now. There you go.
Everybody had their player. Okay. I turned on the TV to find a player. The Cardinals were in the series that year. It was 85.
85.
And where I was in the outfield. Andy was in the outfield. And that's, you know, that was who I picked. And it stuck. Didn't matter how bad he did or how great he did. There was one year he missed 2/3 of the season with a back injury. He was still my favorite player. Didn't matter.
Your father leaving you, your hero leaving you at age 6 is a traumatic event. So, you know, with Van Slyke coming in, stepping in as the father figure, Major League Baseball player, you know, I think there was a lot of positive energy flowing around on that street.
Ah, you don't one hop that.
It's a little weird for me to see somebody stuck where they are in life, and I'm not the cause of it, but I'm certainly a factor in it. Men are born to be warriors.
Yep.
And heroes and leaders.
Yep.
And somewhere along the line, he didn't know what it was like to grow up as a man.
Typically, if somebody experiences a trauma in life, they can kind of remain stuck in that place.
Hey, here, let's take a walk, you and I, all right?
All right.
To begin helping him get unstuck, Tom asks Andy to engage Alex in the kind of talk a father might have with his son.
I don't want to be the guy that kept you stuck in life.
I mean,
let me ask you this. Do you think you're obsessed with it?
No. If Mickey Mantle was my favorite player, nobody'd have any problem with me collecting Mickey Mantle. Right.
Hitting the baseball, to me, doesn't make a hero. A hero is more beyond catching, throwing, and running.
Right.
Before I leave, I want you to give me something. So it's something symbolic for you to move forward. It could be the most precious thing you have, actually.
They return to the collection room, where Alex will take the first step in shedding Andy Van Slyke from his life.
How about an unopened pack? I have another, so it's, yeah.
Oh, so you're really not letting go, are you? He's got to back up.
I gotta back up.
Alex doesn't want to part with anything.
There's got to be one thing.
But he knows that Andy won't take no for an answer.
I have an idea. Just got in the mail this week. It's a number 5 of 10, and there's only 10.
Wow.
I knew that having Andy Van Slyke here was going to be, you know, the piece of arsenal we needed.
Anytime.
Although Alex parts with one piece of his collection, Tom needs to ensure it doesn't stop there.
Your goals are, you want to get out of that room permanently. You want to get your own place, get that promotion, just doing what you're capable of doing. Which card is your absolute most meaningful card? Or
There's a couple. There was that serial numbered jersey and autograph. That's one of one. There's only one of those.
Because I brought you out here for a reason.
Oh.
To see if
All right.
you could burn that card on that grill.
The one of one?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
No what?
No, that's the anchor of my collection. If it's worth anything, the collection itself, it's...
What if I give you the money for it?
What's it worth?
I don't know. What's it worth?
I don't know what it's worth.
Well, tell me. Give me a number.
I don't know, because it helps reflect the rest of the collection. You know, it's not...
Would you take $500 for it?
No.
No?
Not taking $500 for it.
Tom is seeing just how delusional Alex is.
The one of one card that Alex refers to, it's actually only worth about $80. He's lucky he'll get 40 for it. And that card is the most valuable one, so what does that say about the rest?
Tom fears if he doesn't make a breakthrough now, Alex will be trapped in his boyhood forever.
60 freaking thousand cards, and you can't burn any of them, the ones that are worthless.
I just don't want to burn something that could bring me value, even if it's one card.
I just offered you more money than anybody's gonna offer you. I was getting a little tired of him pretending that it's not a problem, because it is a problem for him, this attachment.
You're out of your mind. I'm Alex. I have 60,000 baseball cards, all the same player, Andy Van Slyke.
He has remained attached to the boy that was left by his dad.
The love for Andy Van Slyke, it's not an obsession.
60,000 cards, okay, of a guy that doesn't play baseball anymore, of a guy who's not going to be in the Hall of Fame, of a guy that if we went out on the street and asked everybody, do you know Andy Van Slyke? Do you know Andy Van Slyke? Do you know Andy Van Slyke? Nobody's going to know who he is. So what I'd like you to do then is take at least a few, just some symbolically to burn.
Can you do that? I could probably find
Can you do that
5.
for me, please?
Yeah.
So
we can get 5 together to put on the grill.
50.
50?
50 baseball cards.
No
You have
way.
60,000 of them.
I'll give you 10. That's the most.
I couldn't believe the guy was resisting. I thought I lost him.
I think burning any part of the collection is detrimental to the value of the collection itself.
50 cards are worth how much?
$1.50.
All right. So if I give you $50 to burn 50 of those cards on that grill, you're not going to take that?
No, because they're all worth something.
But do you understand my point?
No, because it's part of the collection that
I got you where I want you to get you. Because I want you to feel very uncomfortable. If you're feeling uncomfortable burning those cards because you can't let go of the attachment that you have to them, what do you think that tells me?
Oh, that I'm not letting go.
Yes. I'm not letting you off the hook. All right. So you go grab me 50 of those cards.
I will go grab 50 cards. Here I go.
All right.
Going. I still would rather not burn these and put them towards a bigger sale, but 50 of the same card, I mean, it's a valid point.
I think I've scratched the surface with Alex as far as him recognizing that perhaps there's a lost boy there still that's manifested in a 39-year-old male. And that lost boy is looking for his dad.
So I don't care what cards he gets, as long as he gets them down here and feels the pain of burning them.
All right, and that's 50. Going on the grill, gonna set somebody free.
So this is Andy Van Slyke.
Andy Van Slyke.
You're letting go of him? He's your boyhood hero?
Yep. There we go. It's a nice feeling, a nice relief. It was a tough decision, but it feels good.
And then the rest of them, you're gonna tear them down, and start selling them, and we're gonna free you from him.
I was very surprised to see him burning the cards, and I thought that was a great sign.
I think burning the cards is a fantastic step in this progress.
Do you have any hot dogs or anything like that?
I am out of hot dogs.
Marshmallows?
Marshmallows, no.
You know, I see the possibility of him being more confident and more of a mature person.
There's a good chance Alex would have continued to bask in the comfort of his room and his baseball cards. And the next thing you know, we're having this conversation 20 years from now about him living in his mom's bedroom.
It just never occurred to me that it could have been a substitute for something else. And I have a lot of guilt. But I'm absolutely thrilled the way it was handled and what it's accomplished. My hopes for Alex, for him to start a new life, to meet someone who cares about Alex, the person.
Having a better job, something to pay for my own place, you know, meeting someone nice and having another, you know, a family of my own.
I believe he's going to take down all of that stuff, and I believe that he's going to move on with his life, and he's going to be out of this house.
Oh yeah, it's all kind of come down. It helps me realize where my money can go as opposed to spending it on more Van Slyke stuff and going away. The next step is, you know, saving up a couple of bucks and moving on out of here to my own place.